Well, hello, Leo, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tammy, and this is your January 2024. Oh my gosh. This is your January 2024 zodiac reading, in which we're going to do a life check-in. But before we begin, really quickly, I just ask if you have not subscribed to the channel, if you would consider doing so. That YouTube, I don't want to say the word, formula is real, and it is based off of number of subscribers. You can turn notifications off. That won't offend me. And also give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you leave a comment, a positive comment, even if it's just an emoji, and share. All of those things really do help the channel. All right. So we are going to be doing, as I said, a life check-in. With the traditional tarot deck, we are going to be looking at your overall energy, moving into the space, love, career, money, health, your spirituality, and then we'll pull an oracle message to close it up. So I'm going to move that off to the side while I go ahead and start shuffling. Now, Leo, please remember that this is a general reading. While I do connect to Leo energy, as I said, it is general, so it may not resonate with everybody. I can't connect with every Leo on the face of the earth. So if it doesn't resonate, don't get frustrated or say this is fake or anything like that. What I want you to do is one of two things. Either you can come back and watch it at a later date. I do this reading 3 times a year, so I won't be doing it. I won't be doing it again until till May. Sorry, I had to count. And or you can go on yournaturalhealer.com and you can go ahead and get a personalized reading. All right. Now, if it does resonate with you, what I want you to do is I want you to take your right hand and place it on your heart. Take a deep breath in and say, yes, I claim this reading for myself. And what this does is it tells the universe that you accept the message. Now, really quickly, let me count out the 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to set the deck off to the side. One of the things I want to warn anybody, for those of you who are new to my channel and have never watched my readings before, is if you're looking for what I call a rainbow and unicorn reading, this is not the channel for you. I hope that you get really positive cards, but I read the cards as they're drawn. So, for example, if you get love or a tower in love, I am reading the tower card in love. I know there's a lot of readers out there that pull cards in advance to make this warm and fuzzy picture. And I'm sorry, that's fake. That's not real. That's a lie. And I'm not putting that kind of energy out there. And I'm not also going to waste my time or yours. So if you're somebody that feels you're going to get triggered, this might not be the channel for you. But then I would also encourage you to ask yourself, why are you getting triggered? There's obviously something there you need to work on. All right, Leo, enough preaching here. So let's begin. All right, so as far as overall energy for this period, we're looking at the 6 of Pentacles. All right, excuse me. I'll be curious to look when we draw your money card, because the 6 of Pentacles is usually about charity. And it kind of works one or two ways. And with this being a general reading, it's hard for me to determine which it is. It could be you being the one that's giving charity, or it could be you are receiving charity. But you're definitely moving into a space where you're going to be involved with some giving and receiving. You know, you're going to be on one end or the other. Okay. Really, that is all. And if you're the one giving, that's a beautiful thing. Because we should share if we have excess. And again, what you put out in the world, Leo, is going to come back to you times 3. So that's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Now, if you're the one on the receiving end, however, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Whoever is helping you really, really from their heart wants to help you. So accept the help. Be thankful for it. Don't feel bad. Don't feel indebted to the person. Don't feel embarrassed or ashamed. Accept the help and really be appreciative and say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of your heart. Again, don't let ego kick in. So again, depending on what side you're on, really watch that solar plexus chakra. because that's where ego can kick in. Like if you're giving charity just to throw around money, that could be an overactive solar plexus. Or if you're not wanting to accept it, or you accept it and you're just feeling, so indebted and so, excuse me, bad about receiving it, watch that too. And then again, also watch that root chakra, because root chakra does deal with our sense of security. And depending again on which end you're on, maybe you're hoarding your money, or maybe you're in a really tight spot. So I'll be curious to see what we get for you in the 4th position, which will be your money card. All right, so let's just move on for right now. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. My apologies. For those that don't know, and if my voice sounds a little tired, I run a crystal business, and I do a live event. We have what's called Weatherford Trade Days, and it's kind of like a flea market. And I go and I sell my crystals there every month. And I'm recording this, on New Year's Eve. So anyway, I had the market Friday, Saturday, and part of today. So, it was crazy. So my voice is really, excuse me, really on the fritz here. So my apologies. All right. So enough about that. Let's talk about love. Everybody wants to know about love. And you got the Judgment card. Okay. So this is kind of a big deal. I'm going to break it down between whether you're in a relationship or if you're single. I'm going to start with you single folks first. If you're single, I just want to tell you, don't judge harshly. I think you're being a little too critical of people, and I think you're missing out on some really potential relationship experiences, good relationship experiences, because you're being too critical. And whether it's because you're being too critical of looks or material things or whatever it is, dial it back. You are really truly missing out on some fantastic people and some fantastic relationships. Okay. Now, Leo, if you're in a relationship, you either have already just entered into kind of a rocky patch, or you're about to head into a rocky patch. And the Judgment card, it is a karma card. I'm sorry, I'm getting my water again. It is a karma card. So, excuse me. With your significant other, kind of like I said to the single folk, don't judge harshly. Try to empathize with your partner. I don't want to say jump to conclusions or things like that, because that makes it sound like I'm talking about cheating, and that's not what I'm feeling here. I think you guys are just having a typical, relationship argument. But I think you need to be the bigger person to reel things in and just talk. Because if you don't, this is going to really explode, into something a little bigger. So I want you to also, we talked about some of your chakras here. I want you to really focus on that sacral chakra. That houses raw emotions. So if things get heated, you might need to walk away. Maybe go talk to a counselor to have somebody to mediate. But Leo, relationship people, make sure you talk with your partner. Take the time and not only talk, but listen and empathize. Open up that heart chakra and empathize with that person. You may want to utilize some rose quartz or some pink tourmaline as you work through this. A wonderful crystal I just got in, and I don't have any on my desk here. It's called Hematite. It's not like super rare, but it's kind of like uncommon to rare. Excuse me. It's from Mexico. And one of the great things it is for is communication. So if you ever heard of things like, in therapy, like, the talking stick, nobody can talk unless you're holding the talking stick. That's kind of what Hematite does. And this is actually raw Hematite back here. Tumbled looks really kind of this bluish white color. But anyway, it's said that, if you're having an argument, either both of you have a piece or you take turns holding the peace as you speak and as you talk, because it will keep you in alignment and your vibration in a place where you're going to choose better words. Your tone is not going to be misconstrued. Your body language will be on point. So, but as long as you talk and listen and have really good dialogue, Leo, you have nothing to worry about. Okay. Okay. Let's talk about your career next. And for this card, you got the Queen of Swords. Okay. So this is a pretty good card. This is a communication card. So I think that your throat chakra is definitely imbalanced here, because I think that in your workspace, and it doesn't matter if you're a cashier or some CEO of some big company, I see you really being honest, acting and speaking with integrity, and it's not like being brutally honest. You're tactful, and you're just going to have a really good way with words at work. And this is really going to make you be seen. And I wouldn't be surprised if, it puts you kind of in the limelight with whoever your boss is. But unless you are your own boss, but whatever it is, it's really going to be noticed by your coworkers or by your subordinates or by, your management. But I see lots and lots of integrity and honesty at work, and just being professional and tactful with it. Just really, really, really lead by example kind of demeanor here. So that's really beautiful stuff, Leo. I like that. That's really good energy. All right, so let's talk about money, because I kind of want to see what's going on here, whether we think you're going to be the one giving or receiving charity. And you got the 10 of Swords. Okay. Okay. Either you... this is not a great card. So I think that most definitely, this still is going to be up in the air. I think that either you've had a real close brush with some kind of really big debt, could be even to the point of some kind of big financial loss. And somehow it could be maybe somebody bailed you out of it, something to that nature. But either you're just now getting out of it, or you're about to come out of this financial ruin. It was a close call. That's what I'm just going to say. It was a close call. Like I said, it's either currently happening or it's about to currently happen, where, just financial wise, it's going to be like really horrible. I'm sorry. I told you this is not rainbow and unicorn reading. But the thing is, you're not going to lead to financial ruin, because I think that this is where this overall energy comes from. Somebody's going to come in and help you. Okay. And like I said, don't let pride stand in your way. Don't feel ashamed or embarrassed. Whatever is going on, if somebody asks or somebody offers to help you financially, I would go ahead and take it. Okay. But this card is definitely, the universe saying you had a close call, and maybe you need to not only definitely thank whoever helped you out, but that you need to maybe kind of step back and go, okay, what happened? How did this happen? And why did this happen? And how can I prevent it again? There's definitely a lesson to be learned here. Okay. So it's going to be scary. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be scary. But like I said, you are going to have somebody who is going to help you with this predicament. So that way you don't have a financial collapse or financial ruin. All right. So like I said, it's a horrible card. It's not, because thankfully, you have somebody in your corner. Okay, Leo, let's talk about your health next. And for the health, you got the 6 of Cups, And this card, Leo, it's telling you need to slow down a little bit. I think that you've been doing a lot. You've been, just go, 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 go. You've been doing 100 miles an hour down a one-way street, okay? And it's time for you to put on the brakes. Because if you continue that way, you know what's going to happen? Boom, okay? And we don't want boom to happen. So the universe is telling you, okay, you need to slow down because otherwise this is going to manifest physically. Excuse me, I was having a coughing fit, so I paused it for a second. This will, as I was saying, this will manifest physically. Stress, anxiety, ulcers, back pain, and that can just keep on spiraling and spiraling out of control. But it's because of the fact that you're not slowing down. It's okay to take on a lot of things and work under pressure, and that's fine, but you can't do it every day of your life. And I think you have been lately, and the universe is giving you the message here, you need to take some time for yourself, okay? And when I'm taking time for yourself, I'm not talking about, because even like people who, they work, they have family, and they eat right and they exercise, they can be super stressed out because they're trying to get all these things in. You need to meditate. Big time meditate. I'd be curious to see what we pull for you spiritually wise. You need to take some time. Again, take a break. Say no to some things, but take a break and you need to recharge. Make sure, yes, you are eating and exercising and all those things, sleeping and blah, 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 blah. But you also need to take care of yourself spiritually, okay? So meditate. 10 minutes, honestly, I always tell people 20 to 30 minutes, but for you, because of it's just a lot going on, I think you will definitely benefit for about at least a minimum of 10 minutes. Also, I do have a guided meditation. If you go to my playlist called Guided Meditations, there is one for stress and anxiety. I think you would definitely benefit from that. And I also have one for the 7 chakras. I think you would also benefit from that because of some of the stuff we got going on over here. But other than that, this is not bad. You just got to slow down, okay? Slow down. And you're going to be just fine. All right, let's look at spirituality now and see what this card says. Pardon me, Leo. And you got the Ace of Pentacles. And this is a wonderful card. The Ace of Pentacles is actually the luckiest card in the tarot deck. So what this card is saying is that, spiritually try something new. All right. Really get out there, and this is a really good time for some new energy. And that makes a lot of sense with this here. If you've been neglecting your meditation, or you've been kind of, not really doing it, just kind of going through the motions. But even try something new, even if it's, maybe yoga or going in and doing some distance Reiki, or just going outside and standing barefoot in the grass, which is called, or in the dirt or grass, either or, is called earthing. Go to a sound bath. Try something different. Okay. And this is going to give you a little bit of renewal for your spiritual self. Okay. Good energy. All right. Let's look at this deck. This is a feminine energy deck. This is called, where's my box at? I can never say it or remember what it's called. It is called the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. All right. So we are going to, I don't have enough room here. I apologize, shuffling off camera. But my desk is not like super big, and I don't want to knock the tripod over, and you don't want to be looking at the ceiling when I knock it over, and then, Parker's going to get up and she's always freaking. Anyway, she's already freaking out because there's a few fireworks going off. People are starting early here. All right, Leo, let's see. I'm just going to take this. These cards are a little thick, but I love them. They're so pretty. And you got the Dance of the Butterfly between. The first thing with this card, the two things, first of all, but we had talked about meditation. Go out in nature and meditate. Go back out into nature and just reconnect. Even just, I know sometimes for me, I'll go outside and I'll just stand there with my arms outstretched to my side and I'll tilt my head back if it's just a little breeze and just breathe it in and take a couple deep breaths in and out. And between the sun on my skin and then feeling that little bit of a breeze, it is so refreshing. Get back out in nature, okay? Go do some meditation out in nature. But this card is about change, which makes a lot of sense because of the fact that we said, health-wise, that you need to slow down. The butterfly, everybody knows the butterfly symbolism. It's change, moving from the cocoon to the beautiful butterfly. So that is what this card, this oracle message is telling you, that it is a time for some change to be made in your life. And it's beautiful change. And you get to initiate the change. And think about a butterfly when it's fluttering its wings and it's so delicate, but it's strong at the same time. And you have all this in you. You have all this beauty. You have all of this strength, Leo. You can do this. And the universe just wants you to know, yes, you have the tools to change and to move forward on your path. All right? That's all I have for you. So thank you for joining me this month. And again, I'm sorry about my voice that I sound kind of tired, but it's just I've been talking so much. But anyway, thank you again, and go live your best life, Leo, but do it the natural way. Namaste.